It's the second week here of 4-3 Nations League. We are currently in Group A, where we have Serbia facing Poland. Poland was, prior to week 2, on the top of the league as they had 9 points after defeating Sweden. Second was China at that time. The Republic of Serbia, 6 points after their battle with Brazil. They eventually lost the clan war thanks to, or the nation match, thanks to Mist from Brazil, who took the points there in the ace match. But 6 points, not too bad. 4th place out of 6 for Serbia. They came through the qualifier, of course. Poland, as far as I know, was already qualified, if I'm not mistaken, or invited, rather. Big Warcraft nation of Poland. Let's see what they have to offer. We got Terra versus GrayWarden, where Poland is clearly the favorite. It is the strongest player of Poland versus the, on paper, weakest player for Serbia. So we'll see where this goes, and if GrayWarden, who did surprise us quite a bit in the qualifiers after eliminating Armin in the match versus the Netherlands. So, of course, the match starts at 0-0, and we go into a sweet little Night Elf versus Undead. GrayWarden, the bottom right-hand side, representing Serbia, alongside FPXY, Ike, and AtheistP. Terra representing not only Global Clan, but of course also Poland, alongside Smurf/Nabu. Right here, yeah, we have a little bit of an interesting opening here. And Paladyn, of course, not to be forgotten. But yeah, Demon Hunter opening. That's quite something. That is either a little bit of a cheeky play, as we saw wild strategies, Demon Hunter strategies by GrayWarden already versus Orc. Now he plays it versus Undead as well. That's pretty promising, as we've seen recently in all sorts of competition. It's not Keeper anymore. Smurf versus FPXY, Paladyn versus AtheistP. If there's no rage, I want my money back. No refunds here, but we'll see about that. There is definitely potential to do that. DK cleared the lightning shield spot on the left-hand side. Now Demon Hunter immediately going for the harass, and the timing for the wisp is excellent for GrayWarden. Look at the damage he's already done. That's level 2. That's a ghoul kill right off the bat, and also got the skeletons thanks to the detonate. And he's preventing a higher level DK. So for being such an underdog, he shows no fear at all. And so far dealing with this well, but never underestimate Terra. One of the best players in all of Europe, I want to say. Top 12, top 16 for sure. Even though he's pretty busy with his streaming company recently, so might not be on top of his game. And if GrayWarden grinded a little bit, then everything is possible. In team matches in general, everything is possible. There can always be upsets, you can become a star with just one best of 3. So what else do we see? A pretty normal tier 2 tech, a rather late Hunter's Haul, maybe caused by this little skirmish right here. Oh, walks into a surround. Well done by Terra. But maybe that is a little invite to this brawl. Exactly, because there are 3 archers as a support and a very, very powerful Demon Hunter. 4 archers now. And these trades seemingly go to GrayWarden all the time. No mana potion here to go for a coil. Soon to be TP, maybe. Oh, both heroes so hurt. The big turtle went to GrayWarden, and another ghoul goes down. Damn! GrayWarden, aka Maverick, has a fantastic early game. Yes, the Demon Hunter is out of the fight. He's very hurt. He's gonna need some moon juice, but he spent the entire map outside his base, so he didn't really use the juice.
Are under attack.
Oh, and now interesting situation. 1 base, 2 crypt can only mean Gargs for Terra once he's at tier 3. And GrayWarden follows this up with the Naga. I always feel like Naga is not the greatest versus Gargs. Panda should be the normal counter to that. But if you can play, if you can apply pressure early on, then why not? If you feel more comfortable with it, why not? A Naga can work for sure. And so far, as I said, this early game is absolutely tremendous. Now, second base for Terra. Tier 2 expansion. Huh. GrayWarden also follows this up with Dryads. And do we end up on 2 bases? Not just yet, apparently. Level 2 mana burn. He scouts the gargoyle. That was pretty obvious now, I think. And let them burns continue. This is a wonky situation! He has no TP! He passed it over to the Naga! Uh-oh, scary! But the Demon Hunter is super tanky with evasion. See it here. Miss. Now the archers are coming in. Potion on Terra's side. I don't think the Naga is in time! And that's the wonderful early game down the drain. Oh, how unfortunate for GrayWarden. A little bit too ambitious. But if he can keep the archers alive and get a couple of ghouls, that might be good. Nighttime is over very soon. Bare knuckle box fight. Apparently here's so many skeletons only by the DK. GrayWarden feels tempted to follow that first hero, but moves back. And the Demon Hunter back from the tavern, rescuing these herd archers. Duration on the skeletons not too long anymore. Run. Oh, no, gets it in the end, last second. There was no dispel yet, otherwise the Dryads would have been the saviors. So this Sentry Ward, I don't really know about the positioning, but this fight did certainly delay Terra's second base, and there's no Gargoyle Harass happening. We also have a lot of anti-air and archers and Dryads, so this might still work, even though there's no tier 3 tech running, and now Terra turning it around. He's the one harassing with his first hero, while harassing with the Gargoyles as well. Stressful moments for GrayWarden. Only one Dryad. Can't really pick the fight here, especially not with the DK around and with coils around. But Mana Stone, once the level 3 on the Naga, and now he probably feels like, Panda would have been better. Can I refund my Naga? I don't like the footsteps too much. Can I refund that? Nice comeback by Terra. Identifying there's no TP. Surrounding and killing the Demon Hunter. And now his second base, is it fortified enough? There's a push coming in. Demon Hunter trailing a little behind. And it's not the best force against buildings as Terra seems to be ready, but I think GrayWarden here, oopsie, losing an archer, maybe a second one to the tower. GrayWarden might think, okay, counter aggression is the way to go, but Terra's very well prepared for that with a potion and a TP. And upcoming towers. This doesn't do too much and doesn't even cover for a tier 2 expansion nor a second base. And this second base by Terra just turned into a meat grinder. A little bit of an overcommitment by GrayWarden, maybe a little triggered as well. After this fantastic early game, making one mistake and turn a Warcraft game around. We all know that. And more Gargs are flying in. Tier 3 by Terra is very late, but same goes for GrayWarden. Who has a Shredder now, which is kind of helping. But Tier 3 only started at the 10-minute mark, which is rather late, and of course he donated a lot to Terra's Demon Hunter. He plays it very old school, Terra, but he's an old school player, so why not? Naga at home now, once again. Imagine a Panda now. Trying to repair the Shredder. Fork Lightning to force the town portal. He wants the Shredder so bad. that, but the damage is not enough. But therefore, he lost a lot of wisps. I felt like he was short on wisps already. He can't go for more at the moment. Because, wait. Did he really lose all the wisps prior to this? That means he can only mine with 3. When do you ever see that for Night Elf? You see that in undead bases, for sure, but not with Night Elves. Oh, that's a horrible situation. The base is secured as well. Towers for Terra everywhere. And he didn't burn too much anymore. First hero. Man, Terra, really nice that he always carries potions. That's the biggest risk for him now. To get Fork Lightning, lose a hero, lose a bit of momentum. Having that big expense of buying heroes back. But not happening. Yeah, it's resources you don't really want to spend on your hero. And that's the well played by GrayWarden and the 1-0 for Poland. Pretty convincingly. It felt like Terra needed a few moments to get into the game. But once he got control, he never let go anymore. And that's how it's supposed to be. So, first map goes to Terra, 1-0 for Poland. This is what we expected. Like, it's very, very hard to achieve anything for anyone against Terra. And it is the strongest player versus on paper the weakest player, so we kind of expect 2 to 3 points here for Poland. That's what Terra has to do. He has to carry every single clan war, I guess. Alright. Map number 1 in the books. Now we do some map picks and bans. Gives you the time to check out !W3NL if you want to support this tournament, if you enjoy this tournament so far. Map number 2 starting. It's the second chance for GrayWarden to cause an upset, as this is also the chance for Poland to score big. Their star player Terra is on track for the 3-0 that his nation is probably relying on, and we meet on Concealed Hill. Terra on the upper right hand side winning the first map, now with a chance to score 2 points with 1 more map, because if you win 2-0, that is 3 points for you. And on the other side, GrayWarden, it would be very, very important for Serbia already if he scores just 1 point, because, you know, on paper, the weakest player, even though we still got a lot of respect for him. But FPXY and AtheistP, or both the Kodo and AtheistP, the veterans of the team. Yeah, there we see the emotes. Off we go. Demon Hunter opening once again. Would love to see him play this aggressive. As aggressive as before. That was very successful. He got a lot of ghouls. But then this one blunder of passing the TP over to the Naga and then going for the harass. If he has a staff, everything is pretty chill. But then he found himself in this route, and then he found himself on the ground. Not in a good way. So here in this group stage, oh, threatening last hit. Here in this group stage, we don't end the clan war when one team scores 7, because it's all about the points. It's a round robin group stage. So every single point matters. As we saw from the United Kingdom, for example, there it was a 9-0 lead for Germany, but then Hippo scored big and got 3 points for the team. You know, Poland is super strong if godlike players like me are benched. Angus. Maybe you can play, I don't know, a Poker Nation League or something. Maybe that's where you're better. Or the shit-talking Nations League. That's where you would thrive. So far, passiver or more passive approach by GrayWarden, but man, this is a tier 1 expansion. Nope, he faked it since there's a scout, and GrayWarden is already on the way. Yeah, that would have been a disaster. That would have been a disaster for sure. And so far for me, GrayWarden is the discovery of Nation League. I haven't heard too much from him before, but what I saw was really good. Not a perfect player by any means, but who is? There's still a double sack skull. That was quite an investment into this expansion attempt. And that is why the tech is later. So once again, by doing basically nothing, GrayWarden also winning the early game.
A player's forces are under attack.
That Wisp got Nova before he can detonate here. That would have been a big win, but here's the Demon Hunter. Next burn means no more coil. And again, we hunt some ghouls. Second one down already. Trades it for one archer. That's the level 3. But there's still 4 archers and the creeps. Terra trying to salvage this situation. Left-hand side, hunt for a ghoul. Right-hand side, if only one of these sacrificial skulls would be a dust of appearance, eh? Or if... GrayWarden... I thought for a second he would steal the dust of appearance. He had the gold. Didn't have the presence of mind, though. Second crypt here. Ghouls in to defend this. The archers aren't there anyway, so there's no big potential. Half of nighttime, so GrayWarden can heal up. He's going for the Naga once again. It's a little Trunk-esque in that regard. Attack. But yeah, no expansion. This is also a very, very hard expansion map. In every single matchup, for every single race, you know it. It's doable, but hard and punishable. And GrayWarden is all about aggression, apparently. That's the way he plays. And successfully so. Stealing away experience from the DK, who made it to level 3 though, so it's not the biggest deal. As once again, his patented gargoyle play. 2, 3 wisps in the main. He's building a couple of more, alright? Yeah, he lost some of them during this harass. Haha, Terra getting fooled by the illusion. I know that feel, mate. Once again, no panda. Could backfire, damage needs to be done now. Is an even trade even enough for GrayWarden? I don't think so. Ghouls and archers both scale well into the late game with the tier 3 upgrades. Marksmanship and frenzy, but that's 1 kill, that's 2 kills. Oh man, Terra is a beast. Good points by Smurf. Saying losing wisps is never good against the gargoyle style. Very true. That's the game plan with gargoyles. Hunt wisps, lower the lumber income. Oh no, he didn't kill it! 3 HP! And again, all archers dead. When it comes to direct fights, it seems like Terra's decision making, Terra's execution is a little ahead. But on the flip side, there was no Garcaress yet. That is a faster tier 3 compared to game 1.
A player's forces
And
are
is
under
that finally 8 minutes in the expansion for Terra that he wanted all along? Looks like it. Yeah, he should have the time now. And then he can trade even better. This time there's no level 3 Demon Hunter. He's so close, one skeleton would be enough. There it is. Boots as well. Naga seems a little underleveled. And I'm still not a friend of this Naga play versus Terra. You'll see soon that the numbers of Gargs and Ghouls is rising, but the targets of Fork Lightning isn't. Stays at 3 throughout the entire game, doesn't matter the level. So maybe a Drunken Haste with a Fire would be better, but maybe he also thought that he can do more damage.
player's forces are under
As I said, looks very... okay. Looks very convinced that he can do damage in the early game with this style. And it worked quite well on Web 1 once again. Yeah, with level 2 aura now. It's relatively easy for Terra to outmaneuver his opponent. And finding the aggression now. Wisp detonates again. There's 4 wisps only. There's no scouts anywhere, right? And the Gargs didn't even arrive in the base. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, GrayWarden. I'm not even sure if he can go for his master upgrade. At least he gets an Orb of Venom. Here's Riju now. That's sweet. There's barely any wisps anymore.
A town is
You
under
can't really
siege.
go for a bear bust if you don't have bears. Good save. And the Demon Hunter is home. But can you push even without Demon Hunter? I don't think so. Rough game. That's always been Terra style versus Night Elf. And he's playing it well. You can say that it's not flashy. You can argue that it's not super exciting. You can't argue that he's not playing it well. Because he absolutely does. Always throwing a coil before the mana burn comes in too. And slowly but steady the number of Gargs is even hurting the Demon Hunter. You get the item? No, oh, not yet. Oh, it might be a steal. Or is he more interested in the base? He is. Master Bear's ready finally, but we are 10 minutes in. Loss of attack also not great. Would have loved to have movement speed aura. The Wisp Hunt continues. Detonates before to get rid of the mana of the DK, but that is really not important because auras don't need mana, as you all know. 2 bears only. 40 supply only. Terra is investing into defense. So it's not like it's gonna have an 80 supply army soon. Poison everywhere, but you can abuse the fountain in a way that it must not even be nighttime.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gargs are pure evil. Yeah, I see that. Nice Fork Lightning this time. The Demon Hunter, in the long run, is a strong weapon against this as well. And since Terra is so committed to gargoyles, it's gonna be a long time since it's Dispel. Riju can save a lot, but maybe the damage is just overwhelming. This army is tiny, but you gotta pressure, you gotta do damage. It's not like you were allowed to build a big bank and waiting for a timing push. No. But for what it's worth and for what he got, GrayWarden is doing a decent job. Oh, but the heal scroll, lovely. Staff is off cooldown again, so the bear will be safe. But what about the Dryads? It has very, very little anti-air in general. Solo DK? Yeah. That's Terra style. Very, very late second hero, but more and more Gargs are falling. Mostly thanks to the orb. Oh, staff needs a transfer or a potion, of course. Yeah, the majority of damage is just hero on Gargs. Wow. Given that this was a 10 supply lead, GrayWarden did well. But this was not Terra's final form. Not even close. I feel like GrayWarden still has 2 little wisps. Your staff is on cooldown past the TP. 2 little wisps. Look, the resources are a little mismanaged. Double orb. And Naga's quite a beast. Oh, this is my favorite in all of Warcraft. Gargoyles versus Drakes. Gone. I love it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another bear bust attempt. We do get a Lich now for orb that helps with the focus fire immensely. Bears are spamming more reju than they attack. Would love to know how many Gargs this is now. 2 towers again. Might not be Lord of the Rings, but this has to work. Otherwise, the economy advantage is growing too big. It probably is already. Mana potion on the level 5 DK. Lich is out, grabbing the orb, coming in. Naga out of the fight thanks to a strong focus fire. And this is just a dead Night Elf army.
Player's forces are under attack.
And again, I question the Naga. There's no real... Okay, it could staff out, but now the Night Elf army is without a single hero in the fight. Demon Hunter 2 hurt, Naga staffed out earlier. There's just no chance. Terra is the carry, and Terra plays like a carry of a team. Like a captain, like a true captain. Did forget the orb, but hey. There's a shop right at the expansion, so you can grab it now with the gold he got. Very solid. This is gonna be hard for any team to take out Terra. Should use Stone Form to get the Gargs healthy again. I don't even think you need against Naga. Against Panda it's nice because you get rid of the debuff of Drunken Haze and can dodge the Breath of Fire, but against Naga it's not really necessary, especially on Concealed where you have fountains. Okay, that is more Gargs falling. I said this before, that it's the last chance for GrayWarden to do anything. Supply is even, which is kind of surprising actually. Double staff, double orb. Fighting spirit is strong by GrayWarden. And he plays the Demon Hunter. Wait a second, he gets the Lich surrounded. Okay, now the guards are coming in and we hunt Nagas here. 6 staff last second. Both heroes low. This is the attempt by GrayWarden to get back into this game. Usually the undead's known for that. Oh my god, level 2 Lich. Means frost armor. But yeah, hero focus doesn't really work that well without a third hero.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's the Demon Hunter to rule them all. Terra pulls back again. But what's he losing, really? Maybe a guard here and there. Maybe some repair and mining time here and there. But he charged up with the heal scroll, with the mana potion. Okay. Decent damage. And this would be amazing if there's a Tree of Life growing somewhere. But it isn't. It's an all-in. We agree, it feels like we all agree that Panda would have been better. But I think GrayWarden wasn't really planning on arriving in the late game like this. He wanted to do equal damage to what he did on game 1. And then power play from there. But Terra never really allowed it. Always easy to say in the late game, like Panda would have been so much better, yada yada yada. And it probably would, But would you have reached the state they're in right now without the Naga? And sometimes just a confidence pick.
A player's forces are under attack.
Feels so good if you have a group of Gargs and just hunt down wisps one after the next. Still another chance. GrayWarden really doesn't want to give Poland the 2-0 and the 3 points. But his chances are getting slimmer and slimmer as we have Boneyards coming. Double sacrificial pit to wall this off. This is kinda reminiscent of how Undead played against Human a couple of years ago, and it was all about tanks.
A town is under siege.
Oh no. Oh, this is so bad.
A player's forces
You want to fix your lumber issues, buying a shredder, and then the shredder gets wrecked in seconds. It's painful. Close to level 6 and level 3 aura. The real ultimate of the DK unlocked. GrayWarden today, not the hero Serbia needs. Will probably lose the tree. One last stand, this time in defense. The Moonwells are all empty. Terra trying to brute force this, and as there's no repair, this is working. TP out immediately after making sure level 6 and level 3. No income remaining for Serbia. GG 2-0. For Terra, 2-0 for Poland, 3 points for Poland. A very, very successful story for the team captain. As I guess everybody expected. It's just rough. A player with such a talent and all the experience. Terra's just really good. 3-0 attack upgrade as well. That was a game to be enjoyed. So now we have the 2-2 left, we have Smurf vs FPXY left, and we have Paladyn versus AtheistP left. And we throw you guys into a little break to get that Bezos ad money, and then we're back with the next game, whatever it's gonna be. See you in a second. And we kick off our next one-on-one. It is a 3-0 lead for Poland thanks to Terra. And now it's up for AtheistP to turn this around. Yes, sirs. We have Paladyn versus AtheistP in a Night Elf versus Human. Also, a very good player here on Poland. Let's see in what shape AtheistP is. He lost the ace match versus Brazil. Time for redemption for Pavel. And on paper, I think Paladyn should be considered the favorite. AtheistP is back to playing Warcraft. Not full-time, of course. Got a job, got a family. That's his #1 priority, I guess. But here in Nations League, everything is always possible, as we've seen throughout the past couple of matches. Off we go. Poland represented by Paladyn with a comfortable 3-0 lead. And for AtheistP, it's time to strike back. It's time to get at least 1 point. As I said, this is a round-robin group stage. Every point in every match matters if you want to compete for the playoffs. And this group, would say not as stacked as Group B. Slightly, maybe? But especially for Poland. Poland is certainly fighting for the playoffs with this lineup. Serbia coming through the qualifier might have a little bit of a harder time. AtheistP for Serbia, upper right-hand side. He has to bring this clan war back, and we see Paladyn with a Warden, everybody. Okay, on Northern Isles. Not the most common play I've ever seen in my life, but doable. Couple of Night Elves made it work, and it feels like we move more and more away from a keeper who's definitely still playable, but maybe not as enjoyable. A Warden is definitely a win for the viewers, if you ask me. So how is he gonna creep that? Usually you'd see the Engine of War here, which we already do, and then a shop here,
forces are under attack,
which you need anyway. Cool to see chat supporting their respective nations. As always, keep it civil, keep it with fair play, because both teams, and I think all the teams thus far, have played it very, very fair and in good spirit. You should do the same. Warden using the Shadow Strike to creep to accelerate this a little, and then AtheistP, the question is, what is he doing against it? How comfortable is he against the Warden? A strategy that we don't see too often in this day and age. It's a little bit of Beastmaster, it's a little of Keeper, and a couple of thrown in Wardens. Oh, detonate attempt? Not really. Good splits by both players. But that Wisp... Oh, I was about to say can't be saved, but here I talk too soon. Paladyn has that Wisp ready, and that can still be used for later detonate. And of course, good scout. One level 2, one of mana stealing, always nice, and it is a 1-base play. And this is why it's important to keep this Wisp up. Yeah, it cost a little bit to build that construction to save that Wisp, but he knows no tier 2, and he should be fine with that. Of course, this gives the Warden one less point of attack, because he can't blink Fat of Knives into the expansion. And it feels like Paladyn is a little fooled by the movement, or he thinks, oh well, I can take your natural then. Oh no, moves the archers back. So far, swift early game for AtheistP. Also got good items, a little bit of damage, which is always good, a little bit of HP, which is always good against a Warden, and greater mana potion. We don't have to talk about that. We know how good this is. Wisp juggling works fine. So we also have confirmation on what Paladyn is doing in the meantime, which is not too much actually. Trying to creep, no level 3 Archmage yet. Against the Shadow Strike, of course, it's impossible for the human to do anything. Because the Shadow Strike is always faster and has high damage. So the footman was scouting around. Didn't see the Hunter's Fall, I think. Oh, is it a longsword? Or rather a dagger? Oh, both get the kill. That is level 3. And definitely some potential for AtheistP to do something here. We have a level 2 Water Elemental. Very tanky, very powerful. And that's another kill on the archers. Nice ambush. He prepared that for quite a bit. Moving into a position where he gets level 3, steals stuff away. And the ambush was perfectly timed thanks to the scouting of the footman. Tech almost done. On the way to tier 2. Hunter's Hall at tad late. I think it's still fine as we have the tier 2 running for AtheistP as well, and then we're waiting for the rifle push. Lots of mana on the Warden. Usually we see the footman walk into the meat grinder of a keeper, but Shadow Strike can be just as powerful on level 2, and that's how she farms her way up to level 4. Fan of Knives as well, so the full damage build doesn't need too much mobility. Apparently, with Blink. Needs it soon, because Mountain King is coming. Always a good counter to the Warden, as he can Stonebolt her. Then, oh, nice deny. But still a loss. Blacksmith ready. He confirmed the tier 2, which I mean, he didn't really see it yet. But yeah, quite a brawl between those two. Didn't necessarily expect anything else from them though. Why is Beastmaster a thing these days? Because human is heavily reliant on expansions in this patch. And a Beastmaster on certain maps, when you have mercenaries as well, can deal with them very, very nicely. We go with the first few riflemen. You should keep them safe, because that is your main damage output at some point of the game. Not like this though. Warden too far away to really get sniped. Moves to the side. Easy escape thus far, but militia coming in, trying to intercept. There's another Stormbolt, and all of a sudden things get dicey for this Warden as she has no blink, but can't really block, can't get this around. Saves the TP with boots. The escape is fairly easy. And just with his little brawl in the middle of the map, Paladyn was able to delay the push and unfold the bear play. Not the flashy Warden play that we're used to seeing, but very effective nonetheless. And this is why we don't see one base human too much anymore. It just seems to be not powerful enough. Decent footman scout here, delays the regeneration, but Rejuve is here. Oh, this is not looking good for Serbia, to be honest. Needs a cheeky play. 35 supply only. A lot of footmen have been lost. Warden on the way to 4, especially with bear creeping. The master bears are finished. This is amazing. Or last it would be gigantic. But yeah, it's so hard to do. But maybe a hero kill is possible. Water elemental block, waiting for the Stormbolt. There we go. It should not be enough. Needs to rely on some lucky bashes. Forces the TP, not bad. Maybe opening up the middle of the map. And buy some time for more units in general, because we only have 4. That's it. Where'd all the money go into? Archmage to the side. But still no level 3. One base between Night Elf and Human. This usually means that Night Elf has a good shot of winning this, as the bears are so powerful. And yeah, I thought he might be opening up the map, and AtheistP thought the same. But here's Paladyn again. Onto the priest, no healing, level 4, level 2 Fanner Knives, very good against riflemen if there's mana. Anti-magic as well against the Stormbolt. This is pure hero focus, and he has to do that because the bears are eating these rifles alive in open battlefield. When there's no blocker line, when there's no breakers, when there's no choke, this is almost impossible. Focus fire by Paladyn is good. It's killing one rifle after the next, and it looks like AtheistP is just, oh, little misclick, is just hoping for a Hail Mary on the hero, but that's not happening. She's just grinding up, almost getting an entire level 5. But if you look at the supply, a couple of units have been lost here as well, thanks to the militia call. We do have a bash. Sorks are coming in. Another bash. Q Witty, 100% bash. Today's your lucky day. And AtheistP, all of a sudden, back in the saddle. He needs more sustain though, I think. And Dispel. And ideally a breaker or 2 to just steal the Rejuve and the Roar. Still, I'd give the edge to Paladyn. But it feels like he's playing this a little more conservative now. A little more passive. And trying to dodge AtheistP, because this little dwarf has a lot of mana thanks to the Brilliance Aura, which level 4 wouldn't be too bad. So yeah, creeping with the Archmage now is the right call. Bear creep speed is just insane though, and level 3 Shadow Strike will be insane too. Upgrades are very nice. Sobi Mask is oh my god, the mana regen. Sells the claws, don't tell Todd. But in exchange for a heal scroll, why not? 50 supply push. Can he overwhelm Paladyn? He has a lot of gold, but not too much lumber anymore. This seems to be the fate of the Night Elves today. And another heal scroll. Okay, that's it. That's the go. But fighting into a Night Elf's base, the home turf advantage will help immensely. Usually, but the moonworlds are kinda empty. It turns nighttime soon. There is no ultra vision, by the way, so at night, not the greatest vision. And a wisp gets killed. Thanks, creeps. Damn. AtheistP with a solid 1 base game. Ouch. Will we see Avatar? If you give the Warden too much space, he's just chipping away. As you see, 1 caster down, 2 casters down. Can be countered with a powerful Storm Bolt, and with the mana regen there will be a lot of bolts, but he always gets the anti-magic. Powerful tool. And chip damage is quite nice. Dryads in general, pretty nice against the Mountain King. Can't be bolted, have the move speed advantage. Not necessarily a bad thing here.
Players' forces are under
Another clash in the middle. And the bears keep on growing stronger. Even though they have the 2 upgrade, the only thing he has to care about is the Warden. And again, I would love to see a single breaker or maybe 2 to get rid of that rejuve. Mana potions at some point are quite expensive. Fan. Heal scrolls are gone. Needs to get this Warden before she gets level 6. Doesn't reach her though. That's an Invo potion. The rifles are still doing a phenomenal job, and the mana regen, as I said, is insane. So once this Invo potion is out, there needs to be a TP. That's the level 6 Warden. Would love to have a mana potion here, but that is probably just the TP. Will he dodge the bolt? Oh, connects! He has the TP. No follow-up. Archmage last second. The fireball, I think he was already working on it, but AtheistP is taking this fight in the middle convincingly. And Paladyn is getting punished for his mismanaged economy. Even on 1 base. The militia calls are good. Damn, that was the big chance to kill this Archmage though. Look at this! Look at the balls of Paladyn! Look at the balls of Paladyn. Loses the fight, expands. Another big question is, how will AtheistP deal with the Avatar of Vengeance? Warden has a mana potion, Warden has another anti-magic. Here are still a lot of corpses from the fight before. That makes it so easy to go for the casters in the back. It was easy already, thanks to the Shadow Strike snipes. But I think we have a fight between first and second hero. Mountain King has to retreat. Heal scroll used. That was the only one in the fight prior. There was 2 heal scrolls. And now there's even more damage on Paladyn. Hail Mary attempts over and over. The anti-magic is gone, but he can't really find a connection. All the spirits in the world deal with the militia, and you probably shouldn't take this fight. Mountain King about to die. Archmage about to die. That was not your position, mate. I know you're under a lot of threat. Oh, Bash actually! No way this saves the MK. Is he in range? Sick exchange between the 2. Sick exchange between the 2, even though Paladyn with the Avatar now clearly having the lead. And that fight was covering for that expansion.
town is under siege.
This is really hard now. He couldn't go for breakers earlier because he didn't have a shop.
Player's
Probably
forces are under
didn't feel
attack.
like he could afford it. And let the slaughter begin. Yeah, there's no counter to a Warden ultimate. Not really, except playing air and don't create corpses. Yeah, I think committing into a fight at a graveyard in the middle of the map when you know that there's an avatar was a little bit of an overcommitment, which I can understand because the last fight was so good for him. But you fight so many spirits.
Siege.
Region of Night Elf, of course, keeps on being insane. Thanks to
player's
Moonwells at home,
forces
thanks
are
to
under attack.
Rejuve. But there might be another trick up AtheistP's sleeve. With invisibility, Avatar is in the main. What can he do? Did AtheistP identify that there is an expansion? Because that was a moment where you can't really expect your opponent to expand. And we move into Clap now. So the hero focus. Oh, we got rid of Bash. Okay, Clap, good against bears, of course. And Paladyn from now on keeping it safe, as he has so much gold. Still no blink, but from here on out, it's relatively easy to win the game for Paladyn. Is he trying to go Blizzard? Alright. This echo is so wrecked. This is so stressful. Haha! Invis MK! No way! Invis rifle block! Nice play by AtheistP. Forces the invul potion, but it's a lot of rifles now.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Oh no, the cast is so far forward! The wisp detonates connect big time, so good luck using all that slow. Little bit of a mispositioning here, and the MK is under position to carry, I think. Level 7 on the Warden. Okay, hero focus is the only way, but the Archmage is also way too hurt. Heal scroll committed very early as a second one. Invis saves can be done, but if the bears get a connection, they just eat rifles.
A player's
That's what
forces
they
are
do.
under attack. The town is under siege.
And here's the clap, but that's also Mountain King out of mana. And the supply numbers speak volumes at this game now. Man, that was a brave attempt by AtheistP. And it's just moments away from the double Gs, I guess. He's trying his very best. He's microing his heart out, but that is Paladyn taking the map and taking the 4-0 for Poland. This worked a lot better for Paladyn than I would have thought. Gotta be honest, I thought, not for Paladyn, for AtheistP. I thought he would get trashed a lot earlier. And that is 1-0. Good performance by Poland thus far. And at the end, of course, every trick in the world can't prevent you from losing this match anymore. That he won that fight prior to the Avatar was very impressive by AtheistP. He had very, very limited forces. They had good upgrades though. He won that fight, maybe a little overcommitment by Paladyn before he was really ready. But then fighting on the previous fighting ground where there were so many corpses, when there's an Avatar. It was rough. That was a cool game though. In general, cool clan war thus far. And we have the map picks and bans going on. Serbia needs to score sooner than later. Map number 2 on the way. Serbia with their backs against the wall. If Paladyn wins this, it's a clean 6-0. And Paladyn still is a little bit of the favorite here against AtheistP, but quite an exclamation mark on map number 1 by AtheistP. Unusual strategies with that one base push. Can he bring it a little further? GG, have fun. Good luck, have fun. Smiley face. Good spirit between the two, as I said. Everybody is very, very friendly towards each other here at Nations League. And Paladyn, can he dash out a Warden on this map as well? Chopper, thank you. Whoa! For the 20 gifted subs? What the effing hell, man? Where does the head come from? That is a hell of a lot of money made. 20 gifted subs out of nowhere. Look at this beautiful sub alert. Running and running and running and running and running. Oh, love it. Did not expect that. Much, much, much love. To the chopper! So we got AtheistP. Holy shit, man. That really comes out of nowhere. With an Archmage once again. Since he played one base on Northern Isles where it's relatively easy to expand, I expect him to play one base here as well. It can be a very, very dedicated tier 2 push if he's left alone in the early game, which should not be the case as almost every Night Elf hero is very, very good in harassing. That went for the Warden with the Shadow Strike build, and this will also be the case for the Keeper. Quite a bit of a smile on my face now, Chopper, thank you. And yeah, sorry for the 90-second delay, but I think my reaction is sufficient. I hope so, at least. No first blood, if there's even blood on Wisps. Still not sure about that. The first Footman Scout and the Harass was pretty good by AtheistP, I would think. Got a lot of information, but of course it was a different game. Against the Warden Shadow Strike, you have to be careful as well since you're slowed, but against Entangle, you're just locked. So, what can you do? Nothing. You just die. Force a bit of mana, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
We have a relatively unusual creep route by AtheistP. Not the standard orange into green for the instant level 2, but same is the case for Paladyn. He wants to be a little more aggressive, and so it's evasion creeping by AtheistP, and that works fine so far. He's also in range in case Paladyn is opting for an expansion. There's this one creep technique where you lure out the ogre, or the null, and you creep it here with entangle. But that's also not the case. But Paladyn is fighting his opponent now, and that's exactly what he wants. Nature's revenge against the human race. Very conservative with the mana. Is this Moonwell a kill? Looks like it, but at what cost? Oh, close! Last second cancel. Not much mana, really. That's 2 footmen down. Denied, though. And as long as you keep the keeper away from 3, that's all fine. Even got the reveal. That's another archer kill here. Damn! Making it expensive, Pavel. Defend, of course, would be amazing, but another deny. Is this the Serbian Todd? An atheist against the Paladyn? Yeah, yeah. Only in the Warcraft world, everybody. Bare knuckle box fight, another reveal used. Oh, gets the water elemental in front of the blocks by AtheistP are really good this game. Remember the invisible rifleman block? I do. Doesn't lead to a save, and since we have Fountain Seer, archers can heal. Is that level 3? Oh, another deny. Dude, if not for these denies here, Keeper is level 3, and then from here on out just dominates. Good point by chat. Is it even allowed for AtheistP to build priests? I'm not too sure. Oh lord, if he switches the focus to archers. Dude, most of the kills will probably go to creeps here. Archmage was exchanging his level 3 in favor of not having the level 3 keeper, which I think is justified. Naga second this time. Very, very aggressive Serbs here. Same goes for GrayWarden. Same goes for AtheistP. Paladyn, slow and collected. Knows that level 3 is powerful. Knows that he needs some time to achieve that, but if things go well, the turtles will give it to him. They are on the retreat. Oh, Naga on Naga action. This usually means one of them is going to die. Not yet here, though. Okay, who's gonna claim the red spot? Reinforcements are coming. Still wisps ready for potential tier 2 expansion, which I don't think we will see. And that is level 3. Looks like a tough game for Atheist again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very high damage, of course. And a rushed tier 3. Uh-oh, finds himself in an entangled focus fire against so much. Gets a bit of help from the creeps. Town portal last second. Can he get some kills? Yeah, 1 at least. The creeps retreated. Had no business in this fight, but still 5 archers, still treants. Problematic game for AtheistP now, though. Bears just counter tier 2 human. Archmage is on the level. Naga is not as strong as a Mountain King. And I guess we probably won't have breakers again.
A player's forces are under attack.
But on the other side, the Night Elf heroes are also not as strong as before. Like, what is as strong as a Warden level 6? Not much, really. Oh, that Overlord can't afford him to go back! Oh, Katya's pipe for the Keeper and the Bears and the Dryads! The experience went to Atheist, but that is a gigantic item. You already have so much sustain. Now I get even more. Oh, that's crazy. Also, bears and archers, you don't really have a good damage type against them as a human. They have a sick damage output, especially once they get marksmanship, which is just around the corner. I feel like these tier 2 human plays, they require an insane timing, and he didn't get that both games. Which is also why not too many people are playing this one-base human style anymore. But we've seen great micro by Atheist in the past game.
A town is under
Just needs more of it. I say this so easy. It definitely isn't. We don't have sorcerers in the mix here against the bears yet. Fort Lightning goes through. Archer's a little far forward. The positioning by Paladyn not perfect. AtheistP, oh, big dispel. That was a lot of damage, but he has no follow-up, I think. They expire now. Supply lead with the human. Heal scroll committed. That is the second last one. Single micro on the dwarves. Fort Lightning kill another archer. He takes out a little bit of the backline damage. Problem is, there's also frontline damage. Now Orb. Naga falls, okay. Little victory here. I see we winning this fight against somehow. A 4 unit surround with the bear against the bear. Damn! That's pretty sick. There is a TP relatively soon. Slow comes in, would love to save the Sorg, and he does. Damn, these guys are wild. Bloody, bloody, bloody brawls between them.
A player's forces are under attack.
But what's the follow-up? Last game he botched the follow-up to a great fight, and things are not getting easier. As there was a reason Paladyn was rushing this tier 3 so much, and that is Mountain Giants. There is no counter with AtheistP's technology on tier 2 and with the hero that counters Mountain Giants. There just isn't. So he has to strike before the MGs are here. Naga close to 3 with that kill. But MGs are coming. He has no Moonwells yet for that. Will require some time. Paladyn skin is finished though. So should be resistance skin. But yeah, Pavel needs to do something.
A player's forces are under attack.
Knights, mortars, inner fire, tanks? I don't know. Nothing really too great. And the more time you get as a Night Elf, the better and better it gets. Needs to push now. 4 heroes though. AtheistP is playing a wonderful series. But I fear for the result. As Paladyn is just playing so solid. Paladyn's play not really that flashy. Nothing really for the highlight reels. But just calm and collected. Never getting deterred, it feels like. Knowing his win condition and smooth. No, not really smoothly, but sailing towards that win condition. It feels like Pavel is giving his opponent too much time. Paladyn also scouting constantly. Yeah, this is harass. It's also scouting information. Is there a tier 3? Do I have the time? Is everything alright? What's my state of the game? And I don't think AtheistP has that. But what he has is 3 heal scrolls, a zombie mask, a big mana potion, and invo potions. This is the fight. This is the push.
The player's forces are under attack.
Paladyn is at home though. There's not even a choke or a bottleneck that could stop this army, really. Slowing and kiting, but the cast is again a little bit far forward. We don't have resistance skin yet. Just quote-unquote hardened skin. So the kiting game has to be out of this world, really. But so far, I only see a little bit of damage on the mountain giant and a lot of falling human units. There's also Riju, which he just can't steal because there's still no breakers, really. And the tier 3 power of Night Elf unleashed. Invo potion on 12 HP, not bad. Trying to get the towers up, also not bad. Also the saves with the heal scrolls, not bad. But not bad in Nations League isn't enough. Or is it? Fort Lightning, man, thunderstorm here on Concealed. But I guess having the stone shield of mountain giants. He will probably bite him that he didn't get resistance skin. And that push isn't working. Still so much, it's still, I don't know, 1600 HP to chew through. Naga gets another invo potion to be safe. Their focus is decent, but they're all just hurt, not dead. And that's the Naga kill. Also level 5 and 4. Are there staffs available? Probably not. Could be some counter kills here. As he surrounds with footmen again. The Engine of War is actually hurting him there, I think. Not enough dispel against the water elementals. That is sweet, sweet, sweet surround, but once again it won't lead to anything. This could lead to like a 20 supply loss for Paladyn if done right. It's nighttime now. Moonwell's empty. Oh no, not even empty. Oh my god, he has so much healing. With Riju on a mountain giant. And of course, this is CH. There's also fountains, and that's it. 2-0 for Paladyn as well, which makes it a 6-0 for Poland, who showed that the great result versus Sweden wasn't just a fluke. No. They're here to play, and they are here to contest for the playoffs. Just like that. So we are fighting strong, showing some good games, showing some good micro, showing some good moves, but that is not enough to get W's here in Nations League. Terra, very convincing. Paladyn, very convincing. Smurf versus FBXY is postponed, so there is the 2-2 left. There we go. There's a 2-2 left, and that will be next. I hope that Ike is ready to play, And I hope also that AtheistP isn't too triggered from this. Was a cool series so far. Good fights. Nice to see something else than the norm with that one base play. But yeah, there's a reason why most of humans go Expo or try to go tier 3 somehow without an Expo. I'm having fun though. Are you guys having fun? I hope you guys are having fun. A little bit of a break and then we continue with 2-on-2 action. So far it's been a very, very good day to be a Warcraft player from Poland. And let's see if that stays this way as we move into the 2-on-2. And yeah, in the 1-on-1s, the Polish players were the favorites. And that is why it is currently a 6-0 for Team Poland. Now, Serbia gotta deliver. Serbia gotta deliver, and we'll see if they are able to do it in the 2-on-2s. In 2-on-2s, everything seems to be possible if you're a well-oiled machine. We got Team Serbia at the bottom south side of Hildbrad Creek. Very nice map, by the way. With a keeper by Ike and AtheistP not moving away from his Archmage. On the other side, the two dominant forces of Poland playing together now in Paladyn in the north, also with the Keeper of the Grove, and Terra on the bottom 9 o'clock position with a Fiend build order of all things. That might be a little dangerous if he runs into the Keeper, but once you got a couple of Fiends out, that is super powerful. Usually with Undeads in 2-on-2, I see a lot of Crypt Lords.
A player's forces are under attack.
But here, it's DK Fiends. Old school. And I think in general, the Poland 2-on-2 team rather old school. If they now play Hunts and go for that dedicated tier 2 timing. That might work out, but we see a lot of Militia moving out. Is that AtheistP going for an expansion while his ally is trying to go for Hunts? And cover that time for the transition with Harass as Keeper?
Town is under siege. A player's
Certainly looks like it.
Attack.
We've seen insane 2-on-2s, by the way, in case you haven't seen it. W3 Grand Final. Playing Ducks vs Global Clan, Gruff and Starbuck versus Lawlight and Sog. Every fan of 2-on-2 must watch the series. Like 1.5 hours something. Play this in the cinema and I would pay to watch. Potion of Greater Mana is a great expansion coming up. Keeper harassing, using a bit of mana, not really finding or willing to find the undead. I think he could do a lot more against Fiends, but maybe not without Treant support. Tier 2 here. No tier 2 here yet. But that's also the nature of the Fiend build. We'll see if he takes that 26 or 23 supply.
Player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, mercenary access. That's a big camp. But you know, with skeletons and a couple of coils, you can basically creep everything. And Ike has a little bit of a wrong read. Can't find his opponent thinking, hey, he might be doing an expansion as well, but On the other side, it's a time for the Keeper now. He got level 2 by creeping simultaneously with Archers and Treants. And that could be a big Treant spam into the natural, but he's moving back, actually. Both seemed a little confused, both seem a little hesitant. Maybe not too used to the map yet. Will Todd play versus Brazil? Not a fortune teller, mate! I asked him during Meisterschaft and he said it's likely he will play some. But not sure if he's seeded or not. Gotta ask the French manager. So now Paladyn has confirmation, sees, hey, he's still tier 1. At this stage of the game, well, it's definitely an expansion then. Let's wreck this economy as much as we can, and with Treants and with an unprotected base, that works rather nicely. But what's also working rather nicely is Hunts against unprotected archers, and this is what Ike is doing. Does he have? If he has defend, oh, it's soon to be finished. And this is amazing, but also look at this grind of the keeper. Buying quite some time. He has to portal back at some point. Level 3 and level 2. There we go. Leaves the Treants in the base. Only the keeper here. But the entire army of Paladyn is pretty much wiped out. Terra, once again, has to be the carry. He's left alone. He can creep, and there's level 3 and a lot of damage. Also a little dispel as he opened up the mercenary camp, went for the Shadow Priest. Is that? Okay, it's Paladyn's Ancient Lore, I got that. Yeah, Terra is just once again the carry. Like losing a Huntress, usually not supposed to happen. He commits the big mana potion for this. Is that the right approach? With defend, maybe. Can argue if the big mana potion on the Keeper of the Grove would have been better, as he can't really spam this, and he's up against level 3 now. If Terra is sacrificing some fiends here, it might be worth it. Or even the hero. He used the TP before. Can he go into the back of the base? Yes, he can. He's safe there, can take a bath. At least he gets the mercenary camp, and the Keeper gets the taste of his own poison, getting entangled, and has to leave. Nice play by Terra. Everything hurt, but nothing dies. That's quite wonderful. But AtheistP can stay for now. Put in a little more damage with a powerful level 2 water elementals. That is the timing they were looking for. But Terra even saving that fiend with 15. He seems to be the #1 player of the day. Even though the Archmage is still putting pressure on him. Oh, that hurts. There was a lot of commitment and a lot of losses. But Ike is coming back with a Panda this time. Still a little bit of mana, still 1 water elemental. And this almost seems like do or die. They do get a big connection. They do get the DK finally. Oh man, if they are not pushing relentlessly here, Terra can probably leave without losing anything. So it was the right call to go ultra aggressive while backed by AtheistP's expansion. And so they can do more damage. And there's almost another entangle, so they can do even more. Paladyn with the second hero. Gotta be a little careful with the Keeper now. There's no consumables anymore. Dryad reaching around by Paladyn. Nice play. Who's also coming in with the Naga and the Keeper. Definitely a kill. Investing another Nova. Boom. First hero for the Undead and for the Night Elf wiped out. But there's one guy who has not had enough yet, and that is AtheistP. Now retreats. Big impact for the Panda. Big experience for Panda and all heroes that are still alive, I guess. Wow, after a hesitant early game, very bloody. As I scroll again, oopsie. I think he's donating a little too much. It's tempting to go for the Dryads as they are so hurt. Also the Fiends so hurt. But without Water Elemental, you don't have the damage. Dryads needs to be killed at some point. He keeps on focusing the Naga, which I don't think is the ideal way to play it. Dryads are coming now for Ike as well. We'll get the Naga at some... Should get the Naga at some point. Is not getting the Naga at some point. Oh, the Panda just had to turn around. Little bit of a sloppy play here, but it's all very chaotic. Man, that fight was happening across 2 screens everywhere in front of Paladyn's main, but he survived, but he never tagged to tier 3. But Terra did. The DK is back as well after taking a long break, and now Pally going for the expansion as well. At the moment, economy is looking strong for AtheistP. Only 50 pop though, this will change soon. Tier 3 tag, double Rex, Inner Fire, and Mortars coming. As well as Bear. No, Mountain Giants! Mountain Giants for Ike. We're getting into the late game stages, everybody. 3 times tier 3 on the map. Only Paladyn is left behind so far. Is there a hotkey to reset? Wait, voice audio is low? No, nobody told me that yet. Is everybody feeling that way?
Forces are under attack.
Guys can let me know. I can fix this. If it's the case. Usually it's -Z to reset the zoom. As an observer, I don't think that works, so it resets automatically. After a certain period of time. Welcome to Creepcraft, everybody. Of course, we're waiting for the tier 3 to unfold. And that is the case for AtheistP now. So far, the best game for Serbia. By pretty far, I'd say. Expo didn't start yet, is immediately scouted. Heroes for Paladyn don't scale too well either. Mountain King and Panda, definitely better. And we got Mountain Giants. The age-old question, how to counter Mountain Giants. MG equals GG. That's what Einstein said. Whoops, that's a nice interception.
Forces are under attack.
An MK level 3. But Paladyn is shocking around, wants to get the reinforcements, wants to get the confirmation of what's happening. And that's the most unlucky spawn I've seen in a long time. This powerful mortar team can't be saved, even though Holy Light is quite spammable. Didn't get a single shot out. Audio's good? Thank you, guys.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
In-game sound a bit louder than usual, but I like it. So you don't have to hear me. Oh wow. I hope he has a TP. Ah, he does. Still connects though. Oh, Pally. Can still staff. It's a little less risky than I thought. Destroyer bust into the Night Elf base.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ike and Pavel are a great team. True. They know each other for more than a decade, had a lot of lands together. They're like brothers, as far as I am aware. But okay, we have a split push. 3 base, 3 base. Destroyers are doing quite some damage, but it feels like Ike is happy trading the base. But we got a Mountain Giant mirror. The thing is, Knights and Frag Shards Mortars are kinda good against Mountain Giants, as good as you can be against Mountain Giants. But the Knights are falling too. Big battle for the first point. Poland, if they defend this, is probably gonna be the 7-0. Pally! Oh! But okay, the Naga is falling as well. What hurts more? Probably the Paladin, I'm not too sure. These mortar teams though. The first one might have been killed, but the second one has huge impact. Mountain King in trouble and again killed! There was no staff ready apparently. Double kill, and do they get this Mountain Giant as well? It would have been a huge loss. Breath of Fire on the Fiend, take that home. Double TP out by Serbia with a couple of exit kills. So 43 supply for Paladin, 53 for Terra. As we have a 58 strong Ike and AtheistP at 66 still.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think he portaled himself in, but you know, with mortar teams it's fairly easy to do. Paladin is back as well. I hear you loud and clear just for better immersion. I was just kidding with you, man. I was just kidding. Damn, this is a game on a knife's edge. Or on a knight's edge, maybe? Knights are supposed to be the counter to MGs. If they connect well, brutal damage with
Town is under siege.
these Sundering Blades. Ooh, 7 supply pickup. Possible Staff's on cooldown, but he can't really reach. Shouldn't be. Ooh, but man, that takes a lot of Moon Juice or Rejuve to heal both of them back up. Phenomenal situation for Serbia. Top of retraining this blizzard. Plus frag shots, mortars. This must be an incredible fight. I don't think Poland can withstand this.
Players' forces are under attack.
But never underestimate terror. Oh, that's of course a way to get your opponent out of the fight, out of the map with hero focus. But so far, Ike is careful, retreating, setting up a better position, and the Panda is healthy as well. Oh, Mountain Giant down for Ike. Not that great. Has to pull through. Invo Potion immediately on the Pally to keep him safe. And looks like Serbia is pulling through with this. As the inner fire... Archmage! Ooh, clutch Holy Light. AtheistP's micro in the fight's definitely on point. The Pally dies for the second time, but at what cost? 55 supplies still left for Paladyn. For Paladyn, that's a lot. We do kill quite a bit. Number 1 Setzer, thank you for the sub. Clap and Blizzard. It's definitely up to AtheistP to take this home. Ike is cannon fodder, as a Night Elf oftentimes is. Fairies! Talents, I mean. I can understand the fairies, but looks like Poland holds. But there is an expansion. Crazy tug of war between the two. Next hero focus. They are trying to force the TP so bad with Coil Nova. Level 5 catches. Oh, it's careful! Fork Lightning last second. Pally could be back in the fight. He is back in the fight, but can't heal him before the town portal goes off. Panda falls in the north, and that was a big hold for Poland. God damn, that fight was strong with the home turf advantage. And now it's their game to take, isn't it? 50 pop here, 56 here. Ike lost quite a bit, but AtheistP is still at 75. They are really well defending this base. They're doing an incredible job being there at the right time, in the right position. Thing is, you can always be aggressive to cover up for another expansion. That's exactly what's happening here. 4 bases versus 3. And again, the heroes of Serbia scale a bit better. They need this Pally level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Double scout. Will they collapse on Terra? Sappers. He has no Nature's Blessing. Paladyn. What a nice investment. That's number 1. That's number 2. And that's how quick you can go. That's how quick you can get rid of the biggest advantage of your opponent. They still have a strong army, don't get me wrong. Knights and Mountain Giants as a front row. Roar on everything. Inner fire, roar, mortars. Plus 21 damage. Are you kidding me? Gotta be careful with the heroes. The nuke is strong. Gets rid of the knight. Zones a bit with the blizzard. But it feels like the anti-air is too much. The frag shots are insane! And there's finally level 2 on the Pally. Will he be going for Divine Shield in this game? It might be. Oh, too late. Gone he is. Again. Oh, but the Fiends have no chance anymore. The AoE is massively outnumbering the Polish army. Feels like all knights have disappeared. The focus fire is really good. But whatever the mortars are attacking with that plus 21. Wait, would it be worth it go for Animate Dead here? this is crazy. Protects the backline, but it's another TP. It feels like AtheistP lost a lot more than before. Wow, he annihilates the backline as well. There was a quad kill in the last seconds of the fight. Terror lost a hell of a lot. But same goes for AtheistP. 25 supply just wiped out. That was mostly knights. Paladyn, these mountain giants, these 14 supply barely existing anymore. Incredible game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is Serbia a bit too aggressive? Thorns are, by the way, not bad against knights. Terra again distracting. You might be the one town portaling though, because I know there's not much aggressive potential with this army. Catching reinforcements as at 14 supply are missing in the push, which is not happening because Ike is defending, after all. It is animate dead though, right? I don't have the overlay you have. But it looks like it is animate dead. Whoopsie, that Breath of Fire wasn't necessarily the best. Was a little distracted maybe, but he kills the Destroyer, level 5. And he has more Entangle. He has a lot more Entangle. Is he willing to stay in this fight to use the piercing damage? Oh, sick Panda save. But now, Paladyn is collapsing on Ike as well. Pavel, you gotta help your brother. He wants to get rid of the Moonwells. Here's the TP. Mountain Giants up front. And now, for the first time ever, the home turf advantage is with Serbia. So many fairies, though. Naga in a bit of trouble. Knights are getting wrecked by this army. But here is the Naga gone for Paladyn. Panda and Nuke again. This fight is once again across 2 screens. Wild scenes happening here. TP out, and this time it's Serbia getting the exit kills. That was a little too ambitious. Paladyn forgot the fairies! Can he get rid of them? There's not too much anti-air anymore. But okay, at this point that's a donation. So, where are we going with this? We're almost mined out. We are mined out. Except for Paladyn. Serbia under pressure. Neo's a cutie, pass it on. Thank you, mate. Paladyn kept a lot of mountain giants alive in the fights. Yeah, but if they are really hurt, what do they do? Okay, you got him back now. Tranquility on both sides is gonna be a game changer.
The town is under siege.
That's the big win condition for Poland, is it not? With the siege sticks, here we go. It's clobbering time. AtheistP trying to make sure that Terra can't help him. Oh, quad kill. Not too much experience though, actually. So that Expo is gone. And how do you connect the armies now? Might be 2 fights at the same time. AtheistP versus Terra and the Knight of Mirror of Ike versus Paladyn. The Blizzard is hitting so hard, but no Invo Potion. Gotta rely on that Holy Light. And in this game, you absolutely can't. Okay, Mountain Giant Mirror. That will take a while. We stay with the camera here on Human vs. Night Elf, where from the backline, AtheistP is still doing a great job! Mountain King, so much trouble. Holy Light needs another one. It should be on cooldown. TP home. He's out of there. But if I just look at the numbers, this looks decent for Ike, I think. Oh, the heal score was great. What a weird fight this was. Town Portal, of course, with the Tree of Eternity. AtheistP, everything he's losing now, he can't really rebuild, but according to the supply, he lost barely anything. Can he out-heal the Disease Cloud is the question, while the next Tree of Eternity makes his way over, so both parties will be continuing mining. Will we continue to mine? Terra's broke. Terra's real broke. I hope he queued that expansion already. Smart and well executed surgical strike by Serbia. We'll both mine pretty much at the same time. What do you assess now? Should I hold? Should I push? It's real rough. Invo potion, mana potion, and the naked lich. AtheistP is already making his way across. Ike inches away from tranquility. The amount of healing... What is happening here? The amount of healing you get from tranquility is just insane.
A player's forces are under attack.
And mass teleport is also a game changer. Okay, that's the fight, everybody. Nice nuke on the knight immediately. Even ghouls in this fight. Okay, that's a tell. Oh my god, the clap lizard combo. Poor Terra, he's gonna be wiped off the face of the earth, but he's trying to take as much as possible with him. For example, this MK. And now this is exactly a double ultimate for Poland. Oh my, tranquility and animate that, and that is quite a lot. It's 2 knights, it's a couple of fiends. Of course, they don't last forever, but maybe that's giving them the edge. It's so early in the fight. Level 6 tranquility not happening for Ike. Oh no! What a disaster! GG, the last fight goes to Poland and they take the 7, and oh, what a sweet combo to end the game. 2 and 2, so brilliant. That felt like fusion in Dragon Ball Z or something. These 2 ultimates combined. Absolutely beautiful. I thought Serbia has this. With AtheistP and AD supply and such a good combo. But Terra was able to nuke a lot of knights. And then not much left to fight with. Once tranquility was there. Just crazy healing. 7-0 Poland. That was hella fun though. And Animate Dead, one of the very few instances where it really made a difference for that exact moment. Jesus, what a last fight. What a nice back and forth, an immense tug of war. What a disaster, what a nice game. What a game. Yeah, Poland celebrating the games here, that's for sure. I didn't check the upgrades. Maybe there was higher upgrades on Poland as well. They seemed so sturdy. And I think they're key, in general, hero focus. Starting every single fight with hero focus. That took the Panda away most of the time, that took the Pally away. Imagine a high level Paladin with this army. Like Mountain Giants with level 2 Devotion Aura, Holy Light. Fusion Hearts, Tranquility, and Raise the Head. Yeah, kinda. That was gorgeous. That was a really, really sweet 2-on-2 combo. Oh, well timed as well. So we go Shattered Exile. Could be the last map of this match here today, as the other one-on-one is postponed. FPXY versus Smooth. Cool to see that the interest is rising for this Nation League. And Shattered Exile. Ah, what a lovely map this is. Mostly seen in one-on-one. For example, in Warcraft Champions, in the ladder, and also in the season finals. Cool to see a little more 2-on-2, really. In W3IL, here in Nations League, soon in WCL, probably. Yeah, give these guys some time. That was an exhausting match. Like, there was no moment where no player was pushing, I think. I really thought after the expansion kick upper left, Serbia got this, but they weren't ready for this combined attack. We're loading into the second 2-on-2. This could be the last map of the day, and it could pave the way for the 9-0 for Poland here. Never was Serbia closer to a point win today, but god damn these Poles, they know exactly what to do. It was certainly on a nice edge here. Like, no doubt that both teams could have taken it. Maybe it was upgrades. I really didn't see that at the end. But hey, let's effing go! Good luck have fun between the two teams. Always nice spirit. So, Serbia, can they claim at least 1 point or take this series back? With AtheistP upper left hand side, Ike bottom left hand side, and on the right hand side we got Terra and Paladyn, the two carries for Poland. Real nice snipe on the Ike expansion. Yes, that too. The two sappers, man. Whoo, heroes. So Terra with the same build with fast fiends. And I can only assume it's keepers. Yes. So same builds, and who would blame them? They are on the... like, I think you can spawn either left, right, or top, bottom. If you spawn left, right, it's relatively easy to expand because this expansion is way easier than this expansion. But if it's just the precise copy, the precise ditto of game 1, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all. So yeah, it's the question if Serbia, if Poland is expanding a little earlier. And that's exactly why Ike has the scout here.
A player's force
Good
is
call.
under attack.
Almost a deny, I think. Yeah, this, especially with combined forces, this expansion is easy. But it feels like that's not really their plan. For AtheistP, I would have bet my newborn on this. Oh, Space Boost! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, mate, for Kenny, Noob F, Be Bygone, Alive Keith, and Sergeant Saucy. Very, 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 very nice. Just as nice as our series here, apparently. Both creeping, and it seems like there is no switch up from Poland at all. We also don't have a Huntress opening.
Are under attack. A town is under
But this
siege.
time, for Ike, we have a switch up, right? There's no Huntress Hall. So both Night Elves are playing this with Archers only. Opening up the mercenary camp early is Ike. That might be a reason to go full range. Slightly different mercs here, as it is the blue mercenary camp, not the red mercenary camp. But before we go into this, we have to take a look at the fight. Terra creeps this expansion, instant level 2. And Paladyn is covering for this. He's doing this well so far. Buying time for Ike to grind up to level 3, Invo Potion and Assassin. Assassin is a very cost-effective creep, I think. But can they hold this? I don't think there's another Acolyte. No, he's teching as well. So no Expo versus Expo. That means, of course, Serbia has to hold. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Wait! He wasn't paying attention! At all, the level 2 keeper is gone. No staff. Maybe he saw the keeper coming and thought the staff isn't worth it. But oh, brutal. Losing the archer here as well. Getting another entangle. Disaster for Paladyn. As Serbia takes him apart. Double level 3. Expo up. And tech on the way. And no Expo for Poland. What was that? Expo and Huntress Hall, alright. But here we go again. Just as we did in game 1, just rush Paladyn's base. Will they scout this?
A player's forces are under attack.
No. They're just going for the archers. Nice detonates, all tree and third. Give some time to Terra to reunite his forces, because to be honest, AtheistP has nothing. A couple of footmen are coming in now. They continue with the hero focus, turning the game around, as this was basically exactly what happened in game 1-2 Serbia from Poland. But it's not enough yet. Naga hurt, Keeper back, and the coil long range just like that. Serbia ultra aggressive again, and maybe too aggressive. That was the case for GrayWarden in the 1-on-1. It was also the case for them in the 2-on-2. Oh, there's a target on the DK's back, but he just moves back. It's like a fadeaway jump shot, this DK. Oh no! Yeah, that was nothing. Level 4. Oh, he has to get that DK, or at least a TP. But it feels like this is such an overcommitment. What are you doing? And imagine, I mean, you can be this aggressive. And imagine they look to the right and see the tree. And now this beautiful early game, this little gift they got, all out the window. It's like they gotta rely on this expansion running longer. Going tier 3, rushing tier 3. AtheistP catching up in tech, but of course on the other side, this is Terra going home. On the way to tier 3 already, while Paladyn was prioritizing tier 2 over expansion. It's catching up now. Ooh, they find them again. But Terra's so brave with the hurt DK. I mean, he got a potion, but... Was that the hold that broke Serbia? Kind of feels like it. No TP anymore. They're just brute forcing this base. Lots of moon juice, of course, but he can't use it. Oh, I've rarely seen a quicker and sicker comeback. From Paladyn loses his heroes, or his heroes and 3 archer, to absolute annihilation. Gets a nice surround, but that's what the staff is for. Everything a little hurt here for Poland, but I think this is almost unrecoverable. If they don't force the issue too much, they really don't. They operate from range. Oh, second kill. Poor Ike. Really, really poor Ike. Get the lich eventually. But if you trade that for the Archmage. What's happening? Oh my god. 4-4-2 heroes. That was a little too easy. They throw everything into this defense. They want to turn this around, and there were many turnarounds in map 1, so why not try with a shredder? They lost all but 1 hero. Mountain King is being blocked by a chicken. When it rains, it pours, I guess. Instant level 2, lol. And maybe it's Poland now being a little too aggressive. Stormbolt again, bears are out. Naga, I think we'll get caught by a hammer for sure, if not by the axe. Fun game. And somehow it's only Terra left.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another Dryad kill, yeah. Serbia stemming against this defeat with everything they got. But it's also like this base is ravaged. Supply blocked Ike is on tier 3. Okay, that's fine, but what if you can't spend your gold? Maybe Poland has weathered the storm. They're waiting for the heroes to come back. They're waiting for the heir to arrive. Of course, lesson learned from Lawlight, who played pretty much exactly that. But there's there's mostly Dryads. And the Naka is stuck! Oh no! Staff, oh my god, 6 saved. Having the presence of mind was real nice. Still, I think this is too oppressive. And that must be the defense. Does Terra have web? Oh yes. Oh no. Oh, I don't think these 3 griffins are enough if you're asking me. Archmage, soon to be deleted again. Yep, he clearly doesn't enjoy the time on this earth. And now Terra is playing 1 against 2. Just like that. Terra again carrying hard. But of course, as a Night Elf, you're always cannon fodder. So it always appears like Night Elf is losing anything and what's left is dominating. Poor keeper. Hope he's not claustrophobic. Now he's using the magic of his own treants against him. Brutal. Yeah, Poland's not here to play at all. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! The griffins! Nice burrows, nice webs, insane concave. That griffin transition didn't work, and man, from a very competitive and fun game 1 to utter destruction in game 2. And they were handed this little gift by Paladyn. They just didn't play it too careful or careful enough, I think. And then they overcommitted. And if you overcommit, they rip your head off. 9-0 for Serbia. For Poland, sorry. That was a very impressive performance if you ask me. And Poland, they were showing up big time against Sweden already. So with these 9 points, Serbia's back on top of the league. In Group A at least. Because China was number 1 before, had 14 points. And now Poland, 18 already after 2 matches. So I can show you again the results we got this far. Week 1 was China 7-5 France. Poland defeats Sweden 9-3. Serbia and Brazil 6-6. Now as you can see, China 14 points as they won against Sweden. With the return of fortitude, everything turned around. France versus Brazil will play next Saturday. And Poland versus Serbia is 9-0 at the moment. Could still be a 12-0. Depends on Smurf/Nabu versus FPXY. Before we go into week 3. In Group B, of course, we had a couple of results. Korea is still playing against the Ukraine. No, not the Ukraine. I have to stop saying that. Against Ukraine. 5-4, very, very strong. Waiting for Sonic to have some time, some when, some piece, some whatever to play the match. Germany defeats the UK 9-3 and the 2 replacement countries, Netherlands and Peru, still have to duke it out. This week we got Korea versus Peru, Ukraine versus Germany, and Netherlands versus UK. I'll do my very best to cover as many matches as possible because it's super fun. Glad to see so many Poland fans in chat supporting their boys, cheering on their boys. I hope the Serbian teams, the Serbian fans are having the back of their team as well. They did well. They were the underdogs. They had good matches, especially GrayWarden. Maybe the Naga pick isn't the best. AtheistP had a sick fight on Northern Ireland, and then again one overcommitment, same as in the 2-2 where it was 1 or 2 overcommitments there, but maybe they just felt it too much. And that's it for the day. I will be back tomorrow. I'm getting coaching by Armin VB, so I hope you tune in. Starts 7 p.m. Gonna be live coaching. Maybe you can learn a thing or 2 as well. I'm gonna get some food and maybe we can meet each other on ladder, or I'm gonna play Elden Ring. I'm not too sure. It's always 50-50 at the moment. Very, very motivated to play both. Recommendations from me: listen to the new Also record. Listen to the new Hot Water Music record. Be nice to each other. Be kind. Spread the word of friendship. And don't rile each other up. That's not necessary. Absolutely not necessary. We need more friendship, love, and encouragement in this world, and not more shit talking. I hope you got me. We got quite a few subs here. Most of them gifted. Thank you, Chopper. Thank you, Space Boosh. Thank you all for the support. I will find a nice Warcraft stream to raid. Let's see what the streamer bar on the left-hand side says. Oh, Sparta is playing, streaming. Let's go, everybody. I think his... Balticode is playing Balkan League, that's why he can't play. Man, that's a lot of streamers. Okay, I'm gonna host Sparta for you. That's a German streamer because he is in the finals of his pro league. That is Edo versus Leon. If you don't know German or don't want to watch that map, there is a million streams online at the moment. You will find something of your liking on warcraft3.info. Shout out to Frenchcraft and W3NL for running this, !W3NL if you want to be linked to the match arena and contribute to the prize pool. Have a nice Sunday evening, everybody, and once again, stay kind.